Hey guys, it's Woody here, and just here to do a quick overview with you of the Southern Grind Spider Monkey. I honestly thought I had done an overview or a review or something on this knife when they came in and looked through, and guess I had not. So here it is, a little late, but better late than never, I guess. So probably the first thing that I'm gonna point out about this knife is the fact that with the bad monkey, everybody kept saying, um, don't like the steel. We don't like the Sandvik steel. For the price of the knife, we want something a little higher end. So Southern Grind listened to you, and on this bad boy, they stepped it up and put on some S35 VN. Um, from there, let's talk about the liners, titanium liners. Talk about the blade centering. See if I can get in on that. We've sold a bunch of these. I haven't seen a single one that hadn't been pretty darn dead centered. Lockup's typically good. Lockup is early. Sorry, got off camera there a little bit. So as you can see, that's a very early lockup. But tight, definitely. We've heard some complaints of a little up and down play on these, but if it's there, I don't find it. I don't feel it. It's a rarity. But from there, just absolutely stunning carbon fiber handles. Feels good in the hand. I've got pretty good size hands, and it fits all the way up. Get that pinky finger on there. So it feels great in the hand. Fantastic knife. Southern Grind does a wonderful job. Little story about Southern Grind, if you haven't heard it, but Southern Grind was started by Zach Brown. And so Zach Brown's the singer for Zach Brown Band. And instead of going out and putting his name on a knife, he started his own knife company, which is pretty cool. And a large percentage of the proceeds from Southern Grind knife sales go to Camp Southern Grind, which is a camp that's there kind of for special needs kids and underprivileged kids and things like that. So it's every time you buy a knife from them, it's going to a good cause. So from here, let's do what we like to do here and give you some comparison pics of the Southern Grind Spider Monkey with some other popular knives out in the knife industry. So you guys that aren't close to knife stores can get an idea if maybe the Spider Monkey is right for you. So guys, before we get started, I want to go over some of the specs. I left those out. As I said earlier, though, the knife is S35 steel and weighs in at 3.2 ounces. So pretty light knife for its size. 7.4 inches overall length, 3.25 inches on blade length, and I think 0.130 is the blade steel thickness. And another thing that I didn't really address earlier is the pocket clip. And the clip's a smaller sitting pocket clip, and it gets a bad rap, but it actually holds onto the pocket pretty well, especially on jeans, things like that. I took mine off and modified it a little bit by bending it in, and I've never had a problem with it. So pocket clip's solid on it, and definitely it's just an overall good knife. But let's start in with some comparison picks. The first one I'm going to put in here is the ZT0450 CF. And the reason I'm putting this up first, this is the most requested pick request, is actually these two knives. We get this a lot through our social media. And the 450 CF is very similar in size. The carbon fiber version on the 450 is actually about an ounce lighter. And I believe the all-tie version is about the same weight, maybe slightly heavier. But about the same size, same length. The Spider Monkey's maybe a bit thicker and definitely a little wider, but both great knives. While we're on zero tolerance, another one we get requested a lot that I think people are surprised by is the 0900. 0900 is definitely a smaller knife, stubbier, thicker, heavier, but once again, both great knives. Just putting them in here for size comparison. Let's jump over, well, while we're on ZT, I got to throw in my new favorite zero tolerance knife, the 456. So you've seen a lot of pics of this knife because I've fallen in love with it as well. And just putting it in here to give you a size idea. The 456 is definitely a lot heavier. And let's move over to Benchmade. Benchmade Barrage is a mini barrage. I apologize. Slightly smaller. You miss that finger on the handle a little bit for me, for guys with bigger hands. I've got 2XL glove size, so pretty big hands. And but definitely gives you an idea of size on the Spider Monkey. And I always like to throw in, because we sell a lot of Hinderer knives here and have a lot of Hinderer fans that follow us and stuff. The Hinderer XM18, this one's the Skinner version. If you're looking for something maybe a little more for office carry or weddings, things like that, and you're a Hinderer fan, the Spider Monkey might be something you want to consider. Let's move from there. Now, the Spyderco guys out there, if you're a Spyderco fan, this is the Mannix 2. A little longer, definitely a little wider, a little thicker, well, about the same thickness. So just putting it in there for size comparison for you Spyderco guys. And I'm sorry, that was the Mannix 2 if I didn't say that. One of the last ones here, this is the Benchmade Nakamura. Definitely a good comparison on this to the Spider Monkey. Both have just stunning carbon fiber on them, and the little differences, the axis lock and the liner lock on the Spider Monkey are obviously different clips. But Nakamura is a little bit smaller, kind of like the mini Barrage. It's tough to get that pinky finger on the handle a little bit, but both stunning, fantastic knives. And kind of threw that in there also to compare on price point. And then before I leave it out, show you guys the Spider Monkey compared to the Bad Monkey. So obviously a good bit of difference on length. The Spider Monkey is a good bit smaller. Like I said, definitely more of a gentleman's type carry or office carry type knife compared to the Bad Monkey. But you'll notice also the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber on the Bad Monkey is more of a twill pattern. This is more of a grooved carbon fiber, a little bit smoother, but it does have some machining into the carbon fiber for grip. So honestly, the carbon fiber on both is very pretty, but I think it holds up to wear a little bit better on the Spider Monkey. But both great knives, both from Southern Grind, and which is a fantastic company. I think they're really up and coming in the knife industry. If you haven't checked them out, I hope you will. And we're just pleased as punch to sell them. We've become a pretty nice sized dealer with them and continue to grow with them. And we hope you'll check them out. These and other Southern Grind knives are available at usamadeblade.com. And as always, we appreciate you watching.